What if the secret to captivating a woman's heart lies not in chasing her, but in mastering yourself? In a world where dating feels like a battlefield of fleeting glances and shallow connections, imagine becoming the kind of man who doesn't just catch her eye, but inspires her to pursue you. This isn't about flashy gestures or hollow charm. It's about cultivating a strength that radiates from within, rooted in ancient Stoic philosophy. Today, we're diving into a transformative journey, blending timeless wisdom with modern struggles, to help you stand out as a man of depth, resilience, and purpose. Picture a single mother balancing work and dreams, a young woman breaking free from societal chains, or a friend seeking meaning. This is for them and for you. Through real-life stories and practical insights, we'll explore how controlling your emotions, living your values, and embracing patience can shift the dynamic, making you magnetic to women who value authenticity. Ready to become the best version of yourself, not just for her but for you? Let's uncover the power of Stoic principles and see how they empower us all to rise above the noise. Let's begin with a truth that hits close to home. Emotions can be a double-edged sword. When you meet someone who lights up your world, it's tempting to let your heart run wild, showering her with attention and pinning your happiness on her every move. But here's where Stoic wisdom steps in, a lesson I've seen play out time and again. Think of Sarah, a woman I met at a community event last year. She was vibrant, a single mom juggling a nursing job and a passion for painting. When a guy she just started seeing bombarded her with texts and gifts after one date, she didn't feel flattered, she felt smothered. It was like he had nothing else going on, she told me later. That's the trap. When you make her the center of your universe too soon, you signal desperation, not devotion. Stoicism teaches us to manage our emotions, not suppress them. It's about finding calm amid the storm, staying grounded in your own life. Imagine you're that guy instead. You like her, sure, but you don't flood her inbox. You're out hiking with friends, strumming your guitar, or building something with your hands. She notices you're not orbiting her every word, and suddenly she's curious. Why? Because you've got a world of your own and she wants in. This isn't just theory, it's life. I remember my friend Jake, who used to lose himself every time he met someone new. He'd cancel plans, drop hobbies, and fixate on her approval. Women would drift away, sensing his neediness. Then he stumbled across Marcus Aurelius' Meditations and started shifting his focus. He picked up woodworking again, started running, and stopped jumping at every text. Months later, he met Lisa at a coffee shop. Instead of overdoing it, he mentioned his latest project, a cedar bookshelf, and left it at that. Lisa texted him first, asking to see it. That's the magic of emotional control. It's not coldness, it's confidence. Women like Sarah and Lisa aren't drawn to chaos, they're pulled toward men who stand steady, who don't crumble when a date gets cancelled or a message goes unanswered. Next time she flakes, try this, no worries, I'll catch up on my book. She'll wonder what book, what else you're into, and that's when the chase begins. Now, let's talk about values, the backbone of who you are. Stoicism isn't just about keeping cool, it's about living with purpose. Women don't just want a man who's there, they want one who's going somewhere. Take Maria, a teacher I know who left a stagnant relationship because her partner had no drive. He binged TV all day and expect me to be impressed, she said. Contrast that with her current partner, Tom, who runs a small non-profit for kids literacy. He's not perfect, but he's got goals, and Maria lights up talking about him. That's what staying true to your values does. It makes you a beacon. If you're aimless, always at her beck and call, she might see you as a shadow, not a partner. But when you prioritize your career, your passions, your growth balanced with time for her, you become a man of substance. Picture yourself as a modern Stoic. You're working late on a project you love, not because you're a workaholic, but because it matters to you. She texts and you reply, caught up in this design. Tell you about it tomorrow. She doesn't feel ignored, she feels intrigued. I've seen this with my cousin Eleanor, who runs a bakery. She dated a guy who dropped everything for her, and it bored her senseless. Then she met Carlos, a chef with his own dreams. He'd cook with her sometimes, but he'd also vanish into his kitchen experiments. She chased him because he had fire in his soul. That's the trick, live your values, honesty, discipline, ambition. And let her see you're a man worth catching. But here's where many stumble, chasing validation. It's a trap I fell into once years ago, on a date with a woman named Claire. I cracked jokes, agreed with everything she said, desperate for her nod of approval. She smiled politely and never called back. Stoicism flipped that script for me. You're not a performer, you're a person. Imagine you're at dinner, and she raves about a movie you didn't like. Instead of nodding like a puppet, you say, I get why you'd love it, but I found the plot shaky. What hooked you? She'll respect your spine. Women don't want a yes man, they want someone real. Think of Rosa, a lawyer I met at a philosophy meetup. She told me she ditched a guy who'd laugh at her every word. It felt like dating a mirror. Her current partner, David, challenges her ideas. She's smitten because he's solid, not a shadow. Stop seeking her applause and she'll start seeking yours. Confidence is next, trusting in your abilities. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius knew their worth didn't hinge on others' praise. You're the prize, not because you're arrogant, but because you've built a life worth living. I recall meeting Tonya, a grad student, at a book club. She watched a guy shrink in his chair, mumbling apologies for his opinions. Later, she gravitated toward Alex, who spoke up, owned his thoughts, and didn't flinch. He knew who he was, she said. That's it, walk into a room like you belong, not like you're auditioning. Whether it's your job, your hobbies, or just how you carry yourself, believe you've got something to offer. She'll feel it too. Your choices matter too. Decisiveness is sexy, ask any woman. My friend Priya once vented about a date who couldn't pick a restaurant. I ended up choosing, and it felt like babysitting, she said. Compare that to her next date, where the guy said, I found this Thai spot, you'll love the curry. She did. Stoicism teaches control over what you can, like where you're eating tonight. Plan a date, pick a spot, show you're thoughtful. She'll lean into your strength, not away from it. Then there's the art of asking favors, subtle but powerful. The Benjamin Franklin effect isn't just a quirk, it's connection. I tried this with my neighbor, Jess, a graphic designer. I asked her to suggest a font for a flyer I was making. She lit up, helped me, and we've been tighter since. Ask her for a book tip or a coffee blend, something small. She invests in you, feels valued, and suddenly she's reaching out. Keep it light, though needing a skills it. Stoics stay self-reliant, so make it a spark, not a crutch. Deep conversations are gold. Surface chatter won't cut it. I once asked my friend Maya, a social worker, what drove her to help foster kids. Her eyes sparkled as she shared her story. A childhood shaped by her mom's resilience. We bonded over that. Ask her, what's a moment that changed you? Listen, really listen, and share back. Stoics value understanding, and women crave it. She'll chase the guy who sees her soul, not just her smile. Communication eyes it all together. Speak clear, bold, but kind. At a party, I watched my friend Leah tune out a guy who rambled aimlessly. Then she turned to Sam, who shared a sharp take on a book, listened to her reply, and built on it. She followed him around after that. Stoics weigh their words, make yours count. Eye contact, a steady voice, a real response, she'll feel heard and hooked. Mystery keeps her guessing. Don't spill your whole story on day one. I told my friend Aisha I'd once hiked a volcano, then switched topics. She bugged me for details all week. Share a piece, I've got this weird coin collection. And let her dig. Stoics keep some cards close, it's not games, it's depth. She'll want to peel back your layers. Finally, patience seals it. Rushing kills connection. I saw this with my co-worker Nina. Her ex pushed for commitment in a month and she bolted. Her new guy, Mark, took his time, listened, waited. She's all in now. Stoics master the pause, don't force replies, don't panic at silence. She'll admire your calm, chase your steadiness. In a frantic world, patience is power. So here we attend Stoic secrets to not just catch her eye, but ignite her pursuit. From mastering your emotions to wielding patience like a quiet strength, this isn't about changing who you are, it's about sharpening who you can be. Picture women like Sarah, Maria, or Nina, each fighting their own battles, drawn to a man who's whole, grounded, and real. This journey through Stoic wisdom offers more than 18 tricks. It's a path to a richer life where resilience, purpose, and authenticity light the way. You've got the tools now, live them, breathe them, and watch the dynamic shift. We'd love to hear your take. Drop a comment below with your thoughts, your stories, or just time enough. Share this with someone who needs it. And hit that subscribe button to keep growing with us. Next, join Emma and James as they dive deeper into these ideas. Their discussion follows right after. Your voice matters here. Let's build something meaningful together. Keep rising, keep reflecting, and let's see where this wisdom takes us.